Hello, my name's Alex. My co-star is Reece.
Hello there, and welcome to our video where these are all our opinions. This is not fact, and if you have something to argue about, let us know in the comments below.
We have a little system at the end as well that might be entertaining. It's called veto. The veto system works in two ways. One, we get to go and pick what we believe in. For example, if we believe that there is a movie that needs to be higher, the other one can't move it, and then the other one gets to pick their one.
So if I move something from rank A to B, he can't object to that, but he can also remove something that I'd like from D up to A if he prefers.
It's nice because you get to piss the other one off. So enjoy the video.
Right, so the next one, Iron Man 3. I think Iron Man 3 is kind of underrated.
Iron Man 3 rhymes with exactly where I believe it should be.
3 and B?
C.
Oh.
Iron Man C. I did not like it.
I enjoyed it.
I think it had moments that were good. I'll agree with you, it had really good moments.
I like the PTSD stuff, to be honest.
PTSD stuff, I think, is the reason why I think it shouldn't be in a ditch. Problem is that it's... I just don't like... I know everyone says it. I don't like the fact he's out of the armor for so long. I love the fight.
He's out of the armor for so long?
He's out of the armor so long.
Oh.
But I do like the MacGyver-esque fight nearer to the end.
Yeah, but I like, because this keeps telling you, like, through the series, like, even when he passes in the future films, like, you can't be Iron Man. Iron Man was Tony Stark. That kind of emphasises that even out the armour, he is still him. He not got the armour, but he's still kicking ass without a full set of armour. He just makes stuff on the fly.
Yeah, which I can understand. I just didn't...
He's like Emmett from the Lego movie.
It's like I didn't appreciate the way that they used the villain.
I think the villain was kind of shitty.
Yeah, it was very bad.
And I feel like I feel a bit disappointed by the waste of the Mandarin.
Yeah, they later managed to actually get it better, but the problem is that
you could miss out the Mandarin and Fing Fang Foom. They're like big time villains.
Yeah,
It kind of sours it,
and that's the reason why that they ruin.
I do like
a really good villain.
I do like how ballsy they were with it though, but I just preferred if they did another villain.
I think it was less ballsy. I think it was more like, oh, we're going to try and subvert the expectation, but I think that's more lazy writing than actual.
I didn't mind it at the end where the Killian's like, I am the Mandarin. And then fucking take him out.
Yeah. But, yeah, I kind of... And plus, he destroys all the armour, and then it's for absolutely nothing, because in Age of Ultron, he's got all the armour back.
All he's done is just wasted a lot of materials. People are pissed.
Yeah, it's just like, hello.
And imagine the clean-up just like, oh, fuck.
What do you mean? It's in like a depot thing, isn't it, where all the water's nearby. Just chucked half it in the
I
water.
know. The water's going to be contaminated with armour.
But, yeah, I think, see, I like moments of it, but to be honest, I could go on TikTok and enjoy it more with the small 2-minute clips than I would actually watch the whole film again.
It was kind of interesting. It was kind of... I feel like it was a bit of a waste. I kind of get the whole point they made of War Machine becoming Iron Patriot.
Yeah.
But I feel like Iron Patriot could have been another character.
Should have been. And the other thing I really don't like about it is the way that deal with Pepper. They give her the... whatever it's called... something Jim?
Oh, when she's got like the contamination, now she's powerful.
Yeah.
And they had to remove it.
And then they removed it, and I was like, oh, but that would have been really cool. It could have been a case of her being as powerful as Iron Man and being an actual... Like, they could have introduced her as a secondary Fire Force for it.
Well, but he just gives her own armour anyway.
Yeah, but that's not until, what, over 10 years later, 12 years later? And then she's only in it once. This could have actually meant it could have given an option of, oh yeah, well I offered her armor, but she says she's powerful enough already.
But I also do like the fact that Tony Stark calls out the Mandarin, he gets put in his place a little bit.
That is one bit I do like, but once again, that's one of the few clips. I think it deserves a C. I don't think it's worse than that, but it's one of those films that's like, I watch it maybe once every 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I think I've only seen it about 3 times.
Alright, we can leave it and see. Alright. Next one is 4-2.
You don't have to go too far up.
I know.
A little bit further down. Sorry. Just
I know,
but...
I think the film has so many important things in it.
I just don't care.
Yeah, the film itself is... I rewatched it a couple of years ago, and the next day I couldn't remember what happened.
Me and my girlfriend went through and watched every single Marvel film, because when we first got together, she wasn't really into all that sort of superhero stuff.
Yeah.
And we eventually got to the stage where I convinced her after watching Doctor Strange to go and actually watch it. I literally went, you know what? I'll just tell you what happens.
I've had somebody ask me what happens because he doesn't watch Marvel films in general, and then somebody got him the collection of a DVD or a few of them. It was a grift. He watched them, and I went, well, it explained in this one and this one. He went, okay. So he says, and he went, so I should rewatch the second one. I went, no, just look up a summary online to give you the gist. You don't need to watch it. It's got a lot of things to it. There's some things in it that I appreciate.
They ruin Christopher Eccleston.
The things I enjoyed about this in that film. There are a couple things. One is Loki when he's in the prison cell, and then Thor comes down to go see him.
And it's
and
like,
he goes, don't play your illusions, and he gets away, and the whole room's a fucking state. He's on the floor upset.
Yeah, it's because he's obviously the mum died, and
and technically it's Loki's fault.
Yeah,
and he's grieving, he's upset.
And I like that.
I love that scene.
That really sticks with me.
Just like the Captain America scene when he jumps on the grenade, that sticks in my head constantly.
It's because it's a personal moment that the character has, and that's one of those things that like I really like Marvel does. There's a few times where they do it, and I go, you know what? They are actual characters. That's really cool. But at the same point, they're so few and far between. And
I do like seeing the brotherly relationship between Thor and Loki.
I think it's great as well, but yet again, Loki dies. Again.
Loki dies.
Loki dies again.
But I do like the fact that at the end he walks away from Odin, and then gone, Odin's actually Loki. And you just put in your head like, ooh, that's what happened to Odin then?
Yeah, but that doesn't resolve itself for how many more years after that as well?
I know, but still, I
think it's a good.
During the hype, this came out 2014.
Yeah, it was 2014.
We didn't see what happened for 4 years. 2018 was Ragnarok.
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Was it? No, it was later than that.
No, it was either 18 or 19.
I think it was 19. It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, it took a while for the thing to pay off. But I think cool end credit scene. It's a cool like ending sort of scene, but not.
Villain did not give a fuck about.
Honestly,
100% did not give a fuck about.
It's so disappointing.
I did like how Foster got to meet his mother and father and kind of see where he came from instead of just reading the myths and the legends, and then they kind of talk about, and you see what she's been going through in their relationship and stuff, and see what's going on with them too. That was interesting, and you see like, was it Sif?
Yeah, Lady Sif.
Yeah, you get to see her just be a bit like, why her? I kind of like that.
Which I kind of like the idea of, but the thing is they never really build off of that.
Well, because Sif shows up in the TV series, so she gets more build up there. So
she does, but it doesn't appear with Thor, which is the main sort of dynamic. I would have preferred if it was him and his mates.
Like, I didn't really care about his friends.
Yeah, but that's only gave him like a few scenes.
Yeah, I know they had fuck all. So when
the thing is, if they did that and then Ragnarok happens, you'd be like, you know what?
It's more of a loss.
Yeah, this didn't, and the only one that they did give any screen time to was Off-World. You only get to see Sif.
What's the name of the character watching the gate?
Heimdall.
I cared more about him than his mates.
He's great. I love him.
Yeah, but his mates I did not care about because you didn't see him.
No.
Sort of like moments, and that was it.
Yeah.
They really died off very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely keep it in that tier. It's just disappointing, but we have to drown it in a ditch.
It had important things in it involved, but you don't need to watch it. Just look up a summary, honestly. Maybe watch up clips of best moments kind of thing, but that's about it.
You get all the best moments later on anyway, because the best moments are shown in, or near enough shown in.
Although you do
Endgame.
You do get to see what happens to the professor guy, because he loses his mind. Cause
Selvig, Adam Selvig.
Yeah, which I do appreciate that bit. Captain America 2.
A. I'd say A, possibly yes, but I thoroughly enjoyed Winter Soldier. I think
that changed so much. We revealed Hydra and everything.
It was such a big change, but also the thing I loved about it was it felt so good to actually see like a grounded fight versus you've just had the Avengers and he was like power creep worried about that, and then he's got
you don't see what happens. You kind of get an idea of what happens between him and Peggy a little bit.
Yeah, you do, because you see her service in this one, don't you? Or is it just her?
You see her pass away.
Yeah, so you see her service afterwards. Yeah.
But then you also see how he's not just like a man in a new time. He's now a man from the past lost in modern time. Yeah. So he's got a notebook of everything he needs to do. And in each different film, they changed what was in his book.
Depending on what region, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought you get to see him more out of his place than usually, like about dating. And he's like, I don't know. You don't get to see.
I also really like the relationship with him and Black Widow. I thought when they were on the run together was really good. Like the whole where they had to kiss and stuff, where it's like, she explains, no, we did this, and that's the reason why, because people feel naturally uncomfortable to go and watch someone kissing, so people won't look. Yeah.
Like, so, you can tell that Black Widow's she knows shit.
Yeah.
But you can see, like, there could be the friendship between them, but also there could be a relationship, but if there isn't, no big deal.
Yeah, but I like the friendship that they've got. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like a romantic relationship. It feels like just a friendship.
It felt a bit weird with Hawkeye in the first one. Like, how much of a relationship do they have? Because obviously Hawkeye was
Yeah,
his mind controlled, and they've got a history.
but
and he
it doesn't
saved
explain it.
No, then I know the Avengers 2 explains more about their relationship because you see his family.
Yeah,
But that kind of set a point because you don't know where she is with everything because she's always a guest star like Hulk.
yeah.
In the first appearance in Hulk, in
But
Iron Man
it's really
2,
sad that the film that she gets is after she's relevant.
it's sad. All right, next one. We're gonna say A for Captain America 2.
I'd say A. Yeah.
I like Sam in it as well.
Thing is, it's like very high A, low S.
So A it is then.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Outstanding film. I give it S. Reason being, music
Music is
superb.
fantastic.
First proper outer space adventure.
Yeah.
Goofy as all hell characters.
Yeah.
But I cared about every single one of them. And they managed to make me care about a character that only says one word and they kill off. Yet you still go, oh no.
And it really breaks expectation. Like the final fight, what he starts dancing.
Yeah. But I love the sort of Goofy. Also, I think, especially at the first phase, it has the strongest entrance. The dun 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 dun.
Just the dancing and just like then the enemies are there.
James Gunn is just an absolute superb director, being able to go and get an entire team. He managed to do what the Avengers did over a space of how many years in one film. And I actually believe I like their sort of like dynamic, especially where
But could you make a single film for each individual character? I don't think you could. You think you'd be pushing the bar for that?
It depends. If they go for original like comic book Star Lord, yes. If you go for some of the others, no. Drax is once again like Hulk. I think very much like individual.
Because I think you can't. You're putting them all in there. You don't have to explain their backstories too much.
No, well, we only really got Rockets like really late.
Yeah, I know. But he's like robotic, he's a bounty hunter, and he's with Groot. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. And I like that. And they give a little bit of explanation for people who are like us, where we're like geeks and want to actually read it. They literally gave us a page of information on each one when they got arrested by the Nova Corps.
Yeah, they sum it up very well. So you don't need a film.
Yeah, which is great. And I think that but he still managed to pull off something that even how many years of the DC trying to get it done.
Oh, let's not go into that discussion.
They gave Paul, we'll do eventually, mate.
Yes, we will. But
I think S because I've watched that film out of all the ones you got on the screen at the moment. That one I've watched solid 8 or 9 times. It came out when I was working at the cinema.
And you get to see the collector and all his stuff.
The collector and how many times was there how to like things you may have missed, and literally it's like half an hour of just what is in here. You see Cosmo in the background. You see
Howard the Duck.
You see Howard the Duck.
Was he in the second one?
No, he's in the first one.
Oh.
You get introduction of it's the first time you properly get introductions as well into the Infinity Stones, and then isn't the end of that the final do it myself, or is that the? No, that's you get to see Thanos properly.
You get the explanation of the Infinity Stones, but they're first shown in
Avengers. You get to see
no 4.
Thor. You get to see the fake ones.
No 4. You see the red one.
Thor 1. You get to see the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But it's fake because
but they don't explain anything.
Yeah, because what's her name?
Well, the Tesseract came out in which one did the Tesseract show up first?
Tesseract first came out with Captain America.
Captain America.
But it's not linked to the Infinity Stones at all. No, what I'm saying is is it Ray?
They just don't explain it.
Yeah, but they don't explain. It's not linked to the Infinity Stones. It's just called the Cosmic Cube.
Oh right.
Because they're 2 different items in the comic books.
Yeah, but it's not in this.
No, not in this. But I'm just saying that's where it was first introduced. Was that you then first see the actual gems themselves in the fake Infinity Gauntlet in Thor 1. And then this is the first film you actually go. These are what the Infinity Gauntlets are. The Infinity Stones are, and this Thanos is after them. And it's the first time you properly start hearing about Thanos.
Yeah, because I to be honest, going into this, I didn't know who Thanos was. I knew DC more than Marvel.
I was the opposite. I knew Marvel more than DC, but I only knew because of like the end of the Avengers. I think. No, it's the Avengers.
Yeah, he bits on the.
Where he smiles, doesn't he? He turns around, and goes, "Oh yeah, you're."
He's on a he's on his throne.
Yeah, he turns around, he smiles, doesn't he? That's all
And
you
it's
see.
after the second one he puts on the
And
gauntlet.
then the second one he does that, and then this film is when we get to see him talk for the first time.
Yeah.
You see him talk to, what's his name? Ronan.
Yeah. Oh, Ronan, yeah, Guardian.
Because Ronan goes, oh, what is he? He just slams Ronan, doesn't he? He goes, you're...
Because you meet, obviously, Gamora and Nebula. And
Yeah.
they're his daughters, adopted daughters.
Your demeanour is that of a petulant child's. Your... Something bores me. He completely rips into it with words, and he goes, I don't care, I've got the Power Stone, lol fuck. And goes off.
And then Avengers 2.
I
I think this is quite a controversial one.
It is, but I really like it.
I do like it.
Because I like the voice actor, is it James Spader? What's his name?
To do what?
Ultron.
Oh, I can't remember.
It's, yeah, I think it's James something. He's the one who does, he's one of the managers in The Office, and he also plays Raymond Reddington out of Blacklist.
Oh, right.
But I love his voice, and I love his demeanour, and his demeanour is literally
He's
seeping
very
out.
unrobotic.
Yeah, but he's not meant to be robotic. He's meant to be
No, because in this one it's not Hank Pym, it's Tony as like the mind.
Which is one of the biggest things I have a gripe about that movie for, is the fact that they took away Hank Pym's one of two things he's known for, or three things he's known for: inventing shrink abilities,
Particles, yeah.
doing the whole making Ultron, and beating his wife. Now, unfortunately, he's only got two things left.
They really strip away Ant-Man in the MCU.
Yeah, well, they go with the second incarnation, don't they?
Yeah, go Scott Lang instead
of Hank Pym.
Kind of get rid of the Yellow Jacket as a hero and everything. We'll get that in a second. So I don't think it's S tier.
I think it's A. Like, it has to
A?
really... Huh?
A?
A, easy A.
Oh, you do see the Hulkbuster.
See how that Hulkbuster fight, and especially where it's like those clips where it's like you go, oh, you got the go to sleep, and then you've also got the, how much is this building? And it's like, buy the building quickly. You see like the purchase go through as he demolishes the building.
I'd also say between Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch was good. Like, if you stand with us, you are an Avenger.
I think the reason why I would give it an A is also I just can't forgive Quicksilver. Quicksilver being like, you didn't expect that, and it's like, well, actually, mate, you should be able to outrun it. You know, we get shot by the bullets, and it's like, you are literally... It makes me laugh when you get him, and then you get the power level of the one from the X-Men universe, where he's literally, like, moving bullets in the air like no one's business, versus this guy, he's like, oh no, some bullets. I could move the people out of the way and then move, or not, but I got shot anyway, and it's like, I don't care.
I didn't really mind it too much, to be honest. I thought it sucks we didn't get a bit more of him, to be honest.
It sucks we didn't get more of him, but at the same point, even my other half went, why didn't he not move out of the way? Like, he's meant to be
fast,
really, really bloody fast. Yeah, he gets shot, and it's like, yeah, I understand it's high caliber bullets, but at the same point, he's meant to be that fast. Like, at least give him one more movie.
Unless it's like his speed, like, because he used it to move something out of the way quick. Because where do you move, like a car?
Yeah, but even so, he's shown.
That's a lot of force, so maybe that's what slowed him down so much. Because he's not strong, he's fast.
No, he moves the people out. He moves the people in.
No, he doesn't. He moves the car.
No, he moves the people behind the car. They fall down.
Oh yeah.
He shoves them over behind the car. He gets shot. That's it. But I'm like, no. With his speed, he should have been able to move. Like the speed that he was going. Like you see him earlier, zigzagging through the train and moving people out of the way and chucking them out.
Yeah. Okay.
He should have been able to move the bullets out of the way. All other incarnations of Quicksilver has shown him.
I do like at that moment though, you get to see Scarlet like lose her mind.
Oh, I love that.
And like she shuts everything down around her.
She even lost her accent.
She shut down everything.
Everything. She became American.
I
think it's a solid A. I will not let it go anything below an A. Like,
I do like when they're like lifting up the hammer and then Vision just lifts it up and falls like, all right, we go with him.
Well, it's also like a little thing where it's in the party as well, where it's.
But I think Thor in that is just like it just fucks off.
Yeah, well, the thing I like is as well that
which is very much like
Captain America, where he moves the hammer and he realizes he can move it, but he doesn't do it.
He notches it.
He picks it up, but he's like, oh, actually, I can actually move this. I will not move it now.
Yeah, I know they explain that in the films.
Yeah,
I'll put that in an A. I'll leave that in an A. I think it's fair. Next one is Ant-Man. I really like Ant-Man.
I think it's a B. I like it.
Well, it's
But-
probably B for now, so it's easier.
I like it. But it's one of those films that if I had to pick a film that wasn't important out of this list, or Phase 2,
That'd be 4 to.
if Thor 2 wasn't in it, that would be the worst
I
one.
like Ant-Man a lot.
I like Ant-Man's character.
Because I like we've had all this build up, and then there's just this other shit going on to the side that it's not like massive. But also, it's because it's also done by the guy who done Shaun the Dead and Hot Fuzz. I can't remember his name.
I know.
Edward Norton.
Yeah.
No, not Norton.
Um,
Can't remember his name. Anyway, like, and you can tell it in the way it's edited and shot and stuff. You're like, and then like the comedy of it as well. I enjoyed it.
I like the comedy of it, but I feel that because they gave so much of the character away in other films,
But I do like the flashback as well.
Flashback was cool, but once again, it's one of those films that I feel that it's better than C. It's better than I enjoy clips of it.
Oh, definitely.
I could watch the film, but I would go on my phone. I would 100% go on my phone for this film. Like there's clips of it where I'm like, I don't really care. Like I enjoy it.
And also, you get to see Anna O'Connor in it.
Who?
Anna O'Connor from YouTube.
But I enjoy his mate.
Because this links into Civil War.
Yeah, it does. Because it has a Falcon, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he fights, and I like that. The fact he's going against, that's a very comic book thing to do.
I think it's very good, and that's the reason why I think it's a good film. It's like I'd say about 70% of it I like.
Can I say one of the other iconic things?
Go on.
You got Thomas the Tank Engine flying through a building.
I love that. It's great. But it loses a level based on animal cruelty with the lamb.
With the
Yeah, it makes me sad.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at B tier.
We'll leave that be to.
A-man's a
Right,
B-man.
so now we've got the thing that actually makes us some sort of
Now we're into
different...
a veto.
Our veto rounds.
Where each of us is allowed to move one of our choices in the tier list, and the other can't argue it. Well, they can argue it, but they can't change it, and we can't undo the other's move.
Yeah, so you can veto, but you cannot veto a veto.
Yep. So what would you like to veto?
I'll let you go first for this one.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure?
Because I think this one, unlike some of our previous times we've had discussions like this, tiering, which isn't recorded, I would personally say that I'm pretty happy with this tier list. I think the only thing I'm
about to change that.
What are you going to move? You're going to move Iron Man 1 up to S?
Yeah, I was thinking as a joke to move 4 up, but...
No, come on. We've got to take you seriously.
I'm being serious. No, Iron Man 1, I move up to S. I just love that film. It's got so much in it. You see the character literally go from the spoiled arsehole to a man with, I don't know, like, more soul. And he starts to consider more things than just himself. You see him considering Pepper's feelings a bit more as well. Because at the start he's just a dick, and then he starts to...
See, I will not argue too much on that. I'd say it was a very high A, but I wouldn't put S. But I appreciate your opinion on this one. I will not.
I thought the villain was a bit meh, but in all honesty, because it's the guy that was in works with his father, always been at the company, and
See, I'd have a problem if you try to move number 2 to S. But
no, number 2 is definitely not an S.
This one I'd approve.
Number 2 is definitely not an S. What's your one?
My one, because I'm very happy with the list, I'm going to do this.
Oh no. No, you can't move it to
because I dream I haven't watched this film. There's nothing else on this list. I want to use the veto because it's literally first episode. I need to use the veto. That I just wish I haven't watched.
That's fair.
Like,
if you want to waste it, you can do that.
Yeah. No, I generally I'm happy with the list. Like the only one I'm not 100% agreed with is yours, but it's your veto. I can't undo your veto. So
that was
the
it.
final sort of segment. How'd you feel? How'd you feel about this list?
I'm quite happy about the list. I'm very happy about it. I'd like to see where we go with it, with the other ones, but
doesn't really matter. But yeah, so thank you all for watching.
Let us know your opinions. What would you rank on them? What were you happy with? What were you not happy with? And then let us know down below.
And we will leave this tier list down in the bottom in the comments or pinned or whatever in description, so you guys can post on social and just decide if you think we're completely and utterly wrong, which you can.
You can tell us on Twitter.
Yeah, just tell us,
YouTube,
show us,
and I
show us
believe
how you
Instagram.
do it.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
See you,
Goodbye.
people.
Bye.
Bye.